How do you feel now going into this championship, into the AIG Women's Open?
I mean, I feel good, obviously. I don't feel too different, to be honest. But yeah, got a lot of confidence from the last month, really. So just trying to continue to ride that.
And how much confidence, your performance at the Evian in particular, where you came so close to the playoff, how much confidence does that give you going into a major championship like this?
Yeah, I think a lot. Some of the majors that made the cut didn't really have the best weekend on, so I was really looking to kind of capitalize a bit more on that one, and the final round was obviously really good. So yeah, it definitely gives me confidence in that, and knowing that I can, chase it down on Sunday.
And what are your early impressions of Royal Porthcawl and what it's going to take to succeed this week?
Yeah, I think it'll be a really good test. Obviously, weather is always a factor on links golf, but a lot more demand off the tee than St Andrews last year. So definitely got to keep it in play, and a lot of holes par is a good score, and then you got to take your chance on the par fives, really.
Okay, well, we'll take some questions from the floor. Thank you. Begin here at the front. Yeah.
After your win, obviously, last week, on the long drive down to Wales, did you get a chance to celebrate with any of your family or anyone special?
I mean, I was driving down with my parents, so we were a 7-hour car journey. There wasn't really much to do, but I mean, yeah, it was nice to be together.
Has it kind of sunk in yet that you are a LPGA champion?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's been really nice. Everyone's been coming up to say well done. So yeah, it's been great.
And then what have you learned over the past 15 months or so about how to handle increased expectations and attention?
I think it's still a learning process. I don't think you can ever really, fully handle it, but definitely feel like I've got a lot better at it. I just try and block out the noise as much as possible, really.
Okay, we'll go in the centre.
Have you let yourself kind of think back to your younger Lottie, little Lottie, and reflect on all of this that's happened to you over the past few weeks? I mean, obviously not a lot of time to, but does that ever hit you at any point?
I don't think I've reflected too much, to be honest. I think after this week, obviously this week's a big week. Got a week before I'd go out to America is probably when I'll look back at the last few months. And kind of reflect on that.
Knowing that you're inspiring a lot of young girls, what would be some advice of what you've learned over the past like you said, few months, or even throughout your entirety of your career, that you would give to those girls?
I mean, I've just been enjoying myself, really, just enjoying playing in these events and competing and being in contention, just trying to have fun with it and not add too much stress, really.
And if you could just speak to, I feel like the first tee, the 18th hole setup is kind of interesting. How cool is that visually to have to hit basically a tee shot almost over the corner of the 18th green?
Yeah, it's interesting. 'Cause I played the course a month or so ago, and obviously the holes are not that way around. But yeah, I mean, you're going over people's heads on 17, which is cool. Hopefully it doesn't cause too many pace of play issues. But
Okay, next question, Kathy.
Lottie, well done on last week. And following on your magnificent July, how under pressure do you find yourself this week? Do you feel any pressure, or it's just another day?
I mean, there's always pressure, obviously, but I don't think there's any more than there was from my perspective. Before any of the last few weeks, kind of still was wanted to contend here, and that's still the aim. So yeah.
And just on a sort of lighter note, how have you spent, or how do you intend to spend any of your prize money?
I need to get a car in America, so I'll probably buy a car. But yeah.
Jamie, in the front.
Lottie, your favourite, the bookmakers have you as favourite for this week. When you consider it's your first major as a pro, you've got all the world's best here, does that surprise you?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but I feel like I'm playing well, so I guess I was going to be one of the favourites. But honestly, everyone's so good, so I feel like anyone can win, really. And you've seen it this year. So many, I think every win has been different. So there's so many people that can beat.
I think a lot of people were struck on Sunday how unflappable you looked. You didn't seem to be fazed by it, and it just seemed normal. Look, did it feel that way?
I mean, I felt pretty comfortable. Like the last day, I was, hitting a lot of fairways, hitting a lot of greens, so it was pretty stress-free, to be honest. Like there wasn't really many holes where I felt like I was gonna make bogey. I wasn't in a position to do that. So was just giving myself loads of chances. And I mean, I didn't actually know I'd been caught on the back nine because there wasn't many scoreboards, so I didn't really have a clue. But then when I went, birdie with 13, 14, I kind of thought I'd have a bit of a lead, and then was pretty comfortable coming down 18, just laying up.
Just finally, as a former footballer, what did you make of the Lionesses?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I didn't get to watch it because I was driving back. Well, I wasn't driving, but I was in the car. But listened to the penalties on the radio, and yeah, it was great.
Okay, Pete, second row.
Lottie, as a 21-year-old, what came first for you? Life maturity or golf maturity? Or did it happen at the same time? And did one follow the other, or is there some kind of timeline on that?
I think probably golf. Going over to college, never been to America before. As an 18-year-old, definitely wasn't life mature, so had to learn a bit of that.
Okay, Chris, far side, far right hand side.
Lottie, we had Nelly Korda in here earlier, and she described you as absolutely amazing. What's it like for you to hear that from somebody like Nelly?
Yeah, it's really cool. It was great for me that I got to play over, my pro debut. Always someone I've looked up to, and she's obviously an amazing player and a great competitor. And for her to say something like that is obviously really nice.
And then I think you came to Porthcawl a few weeks ago to play. What did you learn from that visit?
I think it's just nice to kind of see the start lines, before you get here. There's a few holes that are kind of blindish, and you think you're aiming over gorse and you don't think that's right, but it actually is the right line. So it's nice to know that before the practice round. Although it was a little softer when I played it, but not too different.
Okay, do we have any more questions? No. Well, Lottie, best of luck this week. That's been great, and we'll look forward to seeing how you get on with interest.
Thank
Best of luck. Thank you.